So I'm at the Gallery of Modern Art in Brisbane, which is always a risky thing to do because you walk in feeling relatively successful and accomplished, and you walk out wondering if you've wasted your life because you don't understand conceptual art. And so I'm standing in front of this installation by Martin Creed, 189. There are 39 metronomes, all of them going at different speeds, some fast, some slow, none of them in sync, some stopped. And I think to myself, this is not art. This is Tuesday in every organization that I have ever worked in. Here's a replication of it called Poème symphonique. I want you to have a look at this replication and tell me, which metronome would you remove? If you had a choice, which metronome would you remove? Most people say the same one. The stopped ones. Or the ones that are going rogue, about to take somebody's eye out. And it's because we are geared towards finding problems. But what works so much better when you're an amplifier is also understanding what's going right around us. What are all of those positive processes, those positive people that we should be building around? And this is what this gentleman, his name is Jerry Sternen, this is what he did with his trip that he took about 30 years ago to Vietnam. He was working in rural villages, and his objective was to cure malnutrition in children. He had 6 months and a shoestring budget. Everybody who came before him, they looked for the problems, and they were the same thing: poor sanitation, inadequate food access. But he did something different. He went to these villages to find the healthy children. And what he found was that the parents were getting crabs and little shrimp, not prawns, they're big, little shrimp from rice paddies and mixing it into their food amongst a whole lot of other things, like hand feeding them. And then he had those communities teach the rest of the people in the community. In his program, because he looked at those bright spots, the children, 65% of them ended up significantly better nourished, all because he asked this question: what's already working and how do we do more of that? So this is a question I would love for us to be asking as well. What's already working in your organization? Who are the amplifiers in your organization? Talk to them, ask them, how do we do more of that? What about with AI? Where is it working? For connection, for progress, and for change, how do we do more of that? Because as leaders in businesses, it doesn't matter what our intention is, if we want a great culture or great processes or great people. As a leader, what matters is where we put our attention, not our intention, because our attention is a spotlight.